Good morning, everybody. It is 9:36 a.m. on February 3rd of 2025. Of course, my friends, that is the 4th for our friends on the other side of the world. Hello, Australia. Hello, Melbourne. I hope everybody around the world's doing great today. Thank you for being here, folks. My name is Lee. I'm the guy who started the group. Well, I thought it was funny. You're you. Heard you're awesome. I didn't hear you're awesome. I know you're awesome. I've seen what we've done together, folks. You know what? We are sitting at 523,400 members this morning. We're just under 525, and we're going to hit that within the next 24 hours. I am very confident. That makes me feel good. Look at this. Oh, askew here. Oh, my God. Sorry, folks. Yeah, it is a little bit later this morning. As I said, it's 9:37 a.m. I've had a long week. I really have. And I slept in this morning. I really needed it. Woke up a little sore because that's the balance I have. I could sleep in, get my rest, but it's not great laying in one spot for a long time. So, well, I think I might be getting old. Well, it is a very cold day where I am today. It is minus 23 degrees Celsius at the moment, which is the equivalent of minus 9.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Frosty. And that is around the high temperature we're getting today. So, wow, it's a cold one, and this cold weather is locked in for about a week. So, just gotta grin and bear it, folks. It is a day off for me today, so I'll be relaxing a bit, but I'll still be doing the important stuff like, laundry. That's exciting. Be doing that right after this video. But other than that, I can't think of much I'm going to be doing. I don't want to go out in minus 23 degree weather if I don't have to. I am going to go out. I'm going to plug in my car. No, it's not an electric, but if you do live in cold climates, you'll understand that many cars have something called a block heater. What does that do? It keeps your oil from turning into jello when it's cold. So that's what I'll be doing later on for sure. Going to plug in my car, doing some laundry. That's about it. Nothing very exciting. But I do want to know what you're doing today, if you feel like sharing that. Something I want to do every day is maybe get a little bit of feedback from you folks. Find out what you're doing with your day or what you did yesterday, whatever you want to share. If you feel like it, leave a comment in the notes to the video. I'm not trying to pry, just like to find out a little bit more about you folks. All right, so let's move things along here, folks. I do have a couple of posts I want to feature. One of them's from Corey Buckner, a very good friend of mine, and the other one's from me, somebody who I know very well, but that guy's responsible for all my problems in life. All right, so let's start with the first one here. This is from Corey. This one hits pretty close to home, although I'm a little old for this model. I tell you, I wanted a big wheel when I was a kid, and this, oh my gosh. If Knight Rider was a show when I was a kid, my head would have exploded if I woke up on Christmas to one of these. It looks beautiful. Corey, you speak the truth and you make us laugh at the same time. That's a tough thing to do, my friend. Thank you very much. Not going to leave that up very long. Let's see, got that, folks? All right, drop that down there. The next one is for me, and I don't feel bad about it. I just actually really like this one. Here we go. I do have to do some laundry today. I didn't mention that in my exciting list of things I'm doing today, so add that to it. And this is what it feels like, because I've had a lot of days of work, even for a part-time job. So yeah, I'm sure you felt this burden. I'm sure you've seen the basket full like this, my friends. I hope you enjoyed it. Corey, thank you very much for your submission. Thank you to everybody for your submissions this week, last week. Every single day we get so many submissions, and there's so many good ones in there. We can't feature every single one of them, but I'm going to try to feature the ones that make me laugh. I'm sorry I made myself laugh this morning when I was going over the different posts. But I wanted to share that one, just feature it a little bit more. Also, Corey, thank you very much. I promise, folks, I'm not featuring my friends and certain posters on purpose. I'm going to try to dig a little deeper going forward, but at the same time, I think these were quality posts, and this is what it's about, stuff that makes us laugh, and this made me laugh. Hopefully it made you folks laugh too, because that's all we're about here. It's just laughing, my friends. Laughing and spreading laughter. We are moving along swimmingly this morning. And let's keep it going. We've welcomed you here. We talked about the date on both sides of the planet. Talked about how many amazing folks we've got here. I said hello to Melbourne. And let's share a couple of posts. And you know what time it is? Time for the bad jokes. I heard an nasty rumor about butter, but I refuse to spread it. I think it's become pretty obvious that I've switched to the seafood diet. If I see food, I eat it. You know, folks, it takes a lot of guts to be an organ donor. Why did the orange lose the race? He ran out of juice. What do you call a line of men waiting for a haircut? A barbecue. I'm not too sure if I like my lawyer. He ends every conversation we have with, "I'll be suing you." The coach went to the bank to get a quarterback. I got banned from the secret cooking society. I spilled the beans. Somebody broke into my house last night and stole all my fruit. I'm peachless. What's a penguin's favorite pop star? Seal. Alright, those were some bad jokes, right? Weren't they? But hey, you were warned. I said time for some bad jokes, then we had that little bad jokes thing. Yeah, so you can't blame me. So, I really do hope you find those funny. The whole point of me telling jokes is for you to laugh, and hopefully at least one or two of you are laughing. I do want to say thank you very much to Michelle Finnerty. She provided me with so many of those jokes with a bunch of links last night. I really appreciate that. Also, I want to thank my very lovely wife, because I did steal one of those jokes she sent me. I absolutely thought it was hilarious. She did provide me with the joke about somebody breaking into my house and stealing all my fruit. Thank you very much, Wendy. I love you, baby. So yeah, thanks to Michelle, thanks to my lovely, beautiful wife, Wendy, for those jokes today. And, thank you to McVitie's, because that last one was a penguin joke from Penguin Cookies, which I've run out of. If anyone can supply me with some penguin cookies, let me know. Or penguin biscuits or penguin bars. I know the names are different. I would pay for shipping and for the cookies. You would not be out of pocket. That's not a joke. If you can get me some McVitie's penguin chocolate bars, chocolate candies, or chocolate cookies, I'm going to pay for them if you can ship them here, as long as it doesn't make me broke. But I definitely want some more. I want to I want to keep putting those crappy jokes in there. And McVitie's, talking to you. If you're interested, I would absolutely love for you to sponsor my joke section. Tell a couple of penguin jokes a day. And you know what? I'd even wear a penguin hat or something during those jokes. So if that's something you're into, and I'd understand if you're not, just get a hold of me. I'm easy to get in contact with, folks. Oh, I'd like to follow those jokes with a bit of a story that I think is a funny story. And it's true. Now, this one was relayed to me. Unlike the story I told the other day about the I've got a knife, which was something that happened to me, because I was one of the main characters in that story. This happened to a friend of mine recently, just within the last couple of years, actually. I think it's funny, but I'm going to change the names to protect the innocent. I'm going to say my friend Harvey. Definitely not his name. He was looking for a KitchenAid mixer. You know, one of those fancy KitchenAid mixers? He was looking on Facebook Marketplace, and he found one. Talked to the folks. They said, here's the address. When you get there, just buzz us, and we'll come down to the lobby with the Mixmaster, and we'll do that transaction in the lobby. So my friend gets there. He punches the number, and then they said, we'll be right down. In a few moments, this beautiful young lady comes down. She goes, hi, you're the one waiting for you? He goes, yep. She whisks them in. They get into the elevator. They go up to her suite. She opens the door. She ushers him into the bedroom. He's looking around. Where's this KitchenAid mixer? You know, he's just wondering, why is it in the bedroom, right? And she goes, so I was just wondering, how long were you interested in? Was that half an hour or an hour? He goes, I'm sorry, I'm here for the KitchenAid mixer. She goes, what? He goes, yeah, I'm buying a mixer. I'm buying your mixer from Facebook. She goes, oh my gosh, I got the wrong person. Turns out this lovely young lady was an escort who was waiting for one of her clients, and with the way the timing just worked out, he was down there at the time that the client was supposed to be there, at the time that other people with the mixer were supposed to be down there. She got down there probably just moments before they did, grabbed the wrong guy. My friend's up there and he's like, I'm so sorry, there's been a terrible mix-up. And he just zips right out of her apartment to the elevator, heads right back down, comes out into the lobby where the folks are already standing there with the mixer, wondering where he is. And they're probably wondering, how did he come in from out there? He didn't say anything, apparently. He just said, thank you very much, gives them their money, and walks away with his mixer. I'm sorry. I find this hilarious, a mix-up like this. But ever since, if he's going to buy something off of Facebook, I was joking around, what's the matter? You're not getting any at home? Or, hey Harvey, buy any mixers lately? It's become a funny little joke, a funny little inside joke. I don't know. That's a dumb story, but it's a true story. I hope you enjoyed it. I want to mix these up a little bit, add some more content here, and this is a story that was 100% true and makes me laugh thinking about it, and I wasn't even involved in it. So there you go, folks. All right. So let's transition to something else here. And this is a favor that I ask you. I ask of you every day. This favor, it's not a selfish favor. Not for me, at least. What I'd like you to do, if you can, and it's completely up to you. You owe me nothing. But when you're out there today, if you are out there amongst people today, try to make somebody laugh if you can. You know, throw a little joke out here or there. Maybe nothing inappropriate, you know, and don't get too annoying trying to make somebody laugh. But if you can make somebody laugh, chuckle, smile, you've done something amazing. You never know if somebody's having a bad day, and maybe that little bit of laughter is what they needed just to keep soldiering on. Or maybe they're just having a great day, and that little bit of laughter just made it even better. You're going to make somebody's day better if you make them laugh. If they're in a dark place, you elevate them up a little bit. If they're already in a good place, you just make that place a little bit better. So try to make somebody laugh. I kind of lied. It's not just one favor, it's two favors. And that second part of the favor goes along with the first one. Sure, it's important to make other people laugh, but it's also important to be laughing yourself. And if you can, try to laugh today, folks. It's tough sometimes, you know. We don't have a switch that goes from the bad to the good or anything like that, but if we do, when we do laugh, we feel better. And hopefully you can laugh today, and hopefully we help you with that. That's the whole point of the group, is to spread the jokes, spread the laughter, spread the humor. I think we've been successful. 523,400 members. Yeah, that's a pretty good place to be. That's so big, that's bigger than most cities. And I say this every day. Usually say it earlier in the video. Funniest city on the internet, friends. Population us. So if you can, spread some laughter today. And at least, please, I hope you're laughing. And I hope we can help you with that if you do need some laughter. I know you can do incredible things like make people laugh. You know why? Because you're already doing it. You make me laugh every day when I'm going through your posts. Absolutely chuckling, laughing, you know. There's a lot I can't use, but that doesn't mean I don't find them funny. Yeah, you folks make me a better person because I laugh more. That's just a great thing, and I have to thank you for that. Now I'm going to bring up something that I find a little uncomfortable. It's a little thing about donations. We spend a heck of a lot of time on this group. I spend myself at least 6 hours every day, which is like a job, but it's a job that doesn't pay. If you do want to help with that, and this is completely optional, I got a little video about donating to the group, and we're talking pocket change. We're talking $2, $3, $5 at the most. If you can afford it, it's going to go a long way. So I'm going to share that with you right now. Hopefully you don't hate me for doing this. I'll be right back. Friends, I got a favor to ask you, the kind of favor that I don't like asking anyone, and it's really uncomfortable, and it's really hurting me to ask, but here I am asking, can you spare a few bucks? $2, $3, maybe $5. Anything will help. And what's it for? It's to help us dedicate the time to keep this group that you and I have created going and growing. We've created an amazing community of more than 500,000 people. And this community is always under threat from Facebook for deletion. Right now we're doing really good, but only because we dedicate a lot of time. How much time? I'm dedicating 6 hours every day minimum to this group. Why? Because if we just open the floodgates and let everything through, our group would be gone. It's just the nature of Facebook and meme groups. So if you see it in your heart and you think this is a worthwhile cause and you have some spare change, we would absolutely appreciate. We have a PayPal donation page set up that allows you to donate $2, $3, $5, or as little or as much as you'd like to donate. Those are the options on the page. There's a link in the notes to this video, and there's also a QR code on the screen right now. I understand if you can't afford it. I understand if you don't think it's worth it. But if you do think this amazingly fun group that you and I have created here is worth the effort that I'm putting in and my admins and mods are putting in, and you can spare it, any small donation is going to go so far. It's going to go so far to allowing us to actually dedicate the time that we require to keep that group going. 5-6 hours a day. Without it, it's gone. I'm not threatening to take down the page. I'm just saying it's getting really hard every day to put that time in. So if you've got some spare change and you think this is a worthwhile adventure that we're on, you know, this what I call the funniest city on the internet, because we're over 500,000 people, my friends. If you think that this is a worthwhile adventure, a worthwhile place, a fun place to be, and you've got that spare change and you wanna help us out, we would really appreciate any donation that you can make. As little as $2, and we're not asking for any more than $5. But if you can spare it, it's really easy to do. You just click that link, you just choose how much you want to give us, if you want to give us anything, and we will shout your names from the rooftops if you do make a donation. I'm so sorry for asking this. I'm so sorry for interrupting our video together, friends. Thank you for even considering this, my friends. Now I'm going to quit bothering you, and let's get back to the video. Hopefully you're still with us, folks. I hate asking that, and I do apologize if you find it offensive. Just ignore it if you find it offensive, because I just want you to be here. It's more important than anything else. But if you do find that this is a worthwhile cause, and you do want to spare $2, $3, maybe $5 at the most, please click that link up there. That's definitely going to help us out. But if not, I'm just happy that you're here. Now, I do have another little video that I'm going to share with you, and this one here is about our store. We've got these coffee cups in there. We've got shirts, hoodies, and all that. We've got some great products, and I think they look great. I really do. I'm going to share that video with you right now, and then we're going to come right back. I promise that's the last little bit of trying to sell or shill to you that we're doing in this video. So hopefully you're going to be here when I come back. I'm going to stop talking and run that video right now. Hey friends, I just want to quickly talk to you about the Well I Thought It Was Funny store. That's right, we've got some great products out there. We've got t-shirts, we've got hoodies, we've got coffee cups, we've got phone cases, and now we've got tote bags. Let me show you what we've got, folks. Here, take a look at that. We've got that 3/4 sleeve rock shirt there. I love those things. That's what I'm wearing right now. We've got their standard t-shirt. That's a Gildan t-shirt. That's a high quality t-shirt. We've got our 15-ounce coffee cup. My gosh, look at that coffee cup. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? Wouldn't you love to be sipping your coffee or tea from that? I think you would. Then we've got that phone case right there. And then we've got the hoodie. The hoodie of all hoodies. This hoodie feels like a hug. Check it out, my friends. And you know what else we have? Something that doesn't get talked about enough. We've got a tote bag. Why are we talking about a tote bag? Because our amazing member, Rose Glad, got her tote bag in the mail. She loves it, and check it out. That's right, not only is this tote bag great for your groceries, according to Rose, it is great for hauling around your rubber chickens. That's what I call an endorsement, my friends. That's the kind of an endorsement I like. Rose, you rock. You really bring it, Rose. Thank you so very much. That's the best endorsement I can have. So, folks, sorry for the interruption, but if you really want to help us out, check out our store. We've got something there for you. And if you do buy one of our products, we want to see a picture of you with it, because you're beautiful people. We want to see you with our beautiful products. All right, back to the video. All right, is there anybody still here? I hope so, folks. Thank you for bearing with us there. Like I said, we spent a lot of time on the group. So much time. I'm putting in 6 hours every day, minimum. It's worth it because you're worth it, and this group is such an amazing place. Why are we amazing? We're amazing because we have 524,000 folks like you. Well, 523, but actually by this time in the video, we probably are at 524, and because that's how fast things are growing here. But even if we just had 50, I would appreciate all 50 folks here. But I just want you to know that I'm so proud of what we created here. I think it's such a funny place, and it's growing because of amazing folks like you. It's growing because of what you share. It's growing because of your comments. It's growing because of your liking a post and that. It's growing because of you, and it would be nothing without you. As I said earlier, you know, I'd just be this fat guy sitting here sharing posts. Now it's just this fat guy making videos talking about the posts you share. So, well, hey, that's an improvement, and you know, I'm so happy. Every day I just look at what we've created here. I go through your posts, I curate the posts. I'm a happy guy, you know, and I was a happy guy before, and now I'm laughing even more. You can't ask for more in life, can you? We're great because you made us great. You made us great because you're already great. So I hope you're proud of what we created. I sure am, and it's growing, and it's growing, and it's just beautiful to watch. So, you know what? I'm gonna quit getting sappy here. The old guy's starting to talk in circles anyway. So let's wrap this up. Thank you for being awesome. Thanks for helping us create what we've created. Thanks for being here. I hope you're going to be here again tomorrow. I know I'm going to be. All the love, my friends.